Hello everyone, I'm Kuya Nel. This video is all about derive the formula for combination of an object taken R at a time. Let's derive the formula for combination.
Objectives. At the end of the 60 minutes discussion, 80% of the student must be able to determine the formula for finding the number of combination of an object taken R at a time. Solve problem involving number of combination of an object taken R at a time. Lastly, apply the concept of number of combination of an object taken R at a time in a real life situation. Let's come now to the combination of an object taken R at a time on how to derive the formula. So N is the total number of objects in a given test. R is the number of objects to arrange. So R is less than N. Going to multiply the number of selection of objects taken R at a time to number of ways to order our object. So the number of selection is quantity of N and R, and the number of ways to order is P, quantity of N and R. We are going to transpose the P, quantity of N and R in the equals. So magiging siyang P, quantity of N and R over P, quantity of N and R equal C, or combination quantity of N and R. That's why ang magiging resulta nito is N factorial over N and R factorial over pa R factorial is equals to magiging C, quantity of N and R na lang. And after that, we are going to simplify the P over P is equals to 1. Magiging N factorial is equals to N factorial over N and R factorial 1 over R factorial is equals to C, quantity of N and R. The formula of combination taken R at a time is equals to C, quantity of N and R is equals to N factorial over N minus R factorial times R factorial. So let's proceed to example number 1. Example number 1. In how many ways 5 students can be chosen from 2 students? So we are going to use the formula of combination taken R at a time, which is C, quantity of N and R is equals to N factorial over N minus R factorial times R factorial. So the given is N is equals to 5 and R is equals to 2. So, equals 5 factorial over 5 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Then proceed to the subtraction. We're going to 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. So it is 5 factorial over 3 factorial times 2 factorial. 5 factorial is equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 times 2 times 1 and 2 times 1. We are going to cancel out the numerator to denominator, which is the 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 times 2 times 1. So ang matitira na lang is 5 times 4 over 2 times 1. But it's not already finished because 4 is divisible by 2. So we're going to cancel out, which is 4 magiging siyang 2 and yung 2 magiging 1. So 5 times 2 is equals to 10 and 1 times 1 is equals to 1. So the combination of taken R at a time from 5 students that can be chosen from 2 students is 10. Another example is C, quantity of 7 and 3. So the N is equal to 7 and R is equals to 3. So we're going to substitute 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 na lang siya kasi 7 times 3 is equals to 4 factorial and 3 times 2 times 1. So next is cancel out, which is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, cancel out na yan. So ang matitira 7 times 6 times 5 over 3 times 2 times 1, but the number of numerator is divisible by denominator, which is the 6 and 3. Then ang matitira is 7 times 2 times 3 over 1 times 2 times 1 equals 7 times 1 times 5 is 35 over 1 times 1 times 1 is equals to 1. So the combination of taken R at a time of 7 and 3 is equals 35. So let's proceed to the example number 3. C quantity of 20 and 12, which is the n is equals to 20 and 12 is equals to R. So in simple, C quantity of 20 and 12 equal 20 factorial over 20 minus 12 factorial times 12 factorial. So but before we going to substitute the 20 factorial, we are going to minus the 20 and 12, which is equals to 8. The 20 factorial over 8 factorial times 12 factorial, so equals 20 times 19 times 18 and so on until 12. Kasi yung over niya is 12, magiging we going to cancel out the 12 factorial over 12 factorial. So ang matitira na lang is 20 times 19 times 8 and so on hanggang 13 over 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And after that, we are going to cancel out the divisible numerator to denominator. So equals 1 times 19 times 1 times 17 times 1 times 15 times 2 and times 13 over 1 times 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 1 equals the C quantity of 20 and 12 equals to 125,970 over 1. So the combination of taken R at a time is equals to 125,970. Another example is find the number of combination when choosing 2 items from set of 4 items. So the given formula is n is equals to 4 and 2 is equals to R. The formula is combination taken R at a time, quantity of n and R is equals to n factorial over n minus R factorial, R factorial. So 4 is n and 2 is R. So equals to 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. So we are going to cancel out the 2 times 1 over 2 times 1. So ang matitira na lang is 4 times 3 over 2 times 1. Bakit naging 2 times 1? Kasi 4 minus 2 is equals to 2 factorial. So 4 times 3 is equals to 12 and 2 times 1 is equals to 2, which is 12 divided 2 is equals to 6. Therefore, the combination of taken R at a time is equal to 6.